Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back once again to share some information with you on a podcast, a question that somebody asked me, and I want to give you all the answer to this question as the best as I can. My name is Mike D, aka Mr. Hennessy, aka DDE80, aka Mike Hen, aka 13th Wonder of the World, whatever you want to call me. I'm that guy. It's hot outside still here in Louisiana. Shout out to the Point Place family. There was a question that was asked to me a couple of days ago. And it's about AEW versus WWE. Who has the better show? Is it AEW or is it WWE? First of all, I want to just tell the person that asked me this question, are you kidding me? Are you serious? Everybody knows that WWE has the better product. But AEW sometimes have the better quality matches on the weekly program. WWE has great main events. AEW also has great main events. But the thing about it is, WWE is the better show. Why are they the better show? Because they can put a BS show together and still get ratings. AEW cannot do that. They have to go hard every time they come on the air. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about a little history. In my life, and I've been here for almost 43 years. In my life, I grew up in the 80s. I was an 80s baby, and I loved the 90s. Everybody that remembers wrestling back in the 90s, you would only watch wrestling at one time only on Mondays. And you have to wait all the way to the weekend to watch WCW Saturday night or the main event that come on Sunday or the worldwide show that comes on late at night that Saturday night. We watch Saturday night main events, WWF. We used to watch primetime wrestling on Monday nights. But now, things have changed. Because of the push of the product and because of seeing social media just go berserk. Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling comes on every night of the week now. The WWE has 3 nights. They have Monday Night Raw, they have Tuesday Night NXT, and they also have Friday Night SmackDown. They have main event come on Thursdays, but that's only on Peacock. But Impact Wrestling has wrestling on Thursdays. WWE is competing with Rampage on Friday, AEW. Sunday only has the only break, but also you got Wednesday Night Dynamite AEW, you have Saturday Night AEW Collision, and you have Sunday night only when there's a pay-per-view, which now is with AEW. Because WWE does not have too many pay-per-views on Sundays no more. They do theirs on Saturday. Or is AEW trying to compete with them on Saturdays? Yes, they are. But can they beat them? I don't think so. There's one thing, ladies and gentlemen, that I can say that WWE has over AEW. They're in the stock market. They are a public trade company. The WWE is in Wall Street. AEW is not there. And they are a secondary company. I don't care what anybody says. Triple H was right when he said that. They are a secondary company. He's not dissing them when he says that. He's saying it because they're not there yet. They're not as big as WCW was. Even though they have Ring of Honor combined with them, they're still not better than WWE NXT. If you want to combine them. Don't get me wrong. I love watching Collision on Saturdays because you can get to watch wrestling on Saturdays again. And I'm not talking about Saturday, WCW Saturday night. He's come on TBS for 2 hours. Not that. Although that was a good show. And you can watch it on the WWE Peacock Network. I was about to say WWE Network, but I forgot that it's Peacock. I'm sorry about that. But ladies and gentlemen, AEW has what it takes, but they're just not there yet. They cannot compete with WWE because WWE can put a C-type show out and still get ratings. People might think it's poor, but guess what? The ratings are going to go up because everybody's going to tune in anyway. AEW has to have a blockbuster main event every night they're on the air. Even when they're on Rampage, they have to have that blockbuster main event, even though Rampage loses viewers because people already know what's going to happen on there. But they tune in anyway to still watch it. And then there's some that just don't watch it. I had a dude tell me that he likes AEW and don't watch WWE. And there's some people out there that likes it. There's some people that watch WWE and don't watch AEW. There's some people that watch AEW and don't watch WWE. There's some people that watch Ring of Honor and don't watch AEW. There's some people that watch Ring of Honor and don't watch WWE. There's some people that only watch Impact and don't watch AEW or WWE. And there's some people that can't wait to watch NWA Power and don't watch WWE, Ring of Honor, or Impact Wrestling, or AEW. And there's some people that watch New Japan Wrestling and don't watch Impact, WWE, AEW, or Ring of Honor. And that's just it. That's just the way it is. You get to watch what you want. You can pick or choose what company you want to watch. What show do you want to watch? And the reason why I'm talking about Impact, I'm going to tell you why. When they lost the deal, and it's been, they've been doing subpar. Don't get me wrong, they've been okay, but I think they can still do better. They have some stars on there that can make some noise. I like Moose. I like Tasha Steele. I like Trinity, of course, the knockout women's champion, Impact. I like, what Bully's doing, B.Ray. He's still irrelevant and he keeps himself going because he's not trying to compete for the title. I like that Alex Shelley finally became a champion. And Chris Sabin. Those guys, the Motor Machine Guns are still there. They have what it takes. And I'm saying this for one reason about Impact Wrestling. They have been on a downward spiral, and they haven't. And thank God that they have not been off the air because they're on Access TV. That's a music channel. But let me tell you what happened to them, and then I'll go back to AEW and WWE. Excuse me, not WCW. When they decided, when Hogan and Bischoff came to Impact Wrestling, the TNA, those guys had one of the best phenomenal shows in there because they were the second tier to WWE. They were. They had all the stars there. They had guys like Christian. I think Christian came back to WWE. But they had guys like Sting, Kurt, Hogan, Bischoff, AJ, Bobby, James, Rick, Abyss, Samoa Joe. Who's in the business? When they decided to head up against WWE, that was the biggest mistake that they made. When they tried to go on Monday nights to compete with WWE, it did not work. It didn't work. So they had to go back to Thursday. Then, when they lost the Spike deal, I thought that they could have kept the Spike deal. I don't know what happened with that, but they lost it. If I was them, I would have tried to get back on Fox Sports because that's where they were at one time. I don't know what happened. But they're good right now where they're at, on Access TV. But let's get back to AEW and WWE. WWE is going to always have one up on AEW. You're trying to take out a conglomerate that's been around for the last 50, 60 years, man. You're not going to be able to do that. Even if the old man closed his eyes and God called him home, you are still not going to be able to beat this conglomerate, which is WWE. You're not going to do it. You can try, but you're not going to do it. And then they just emerged with UFC. So what do you think about that? I like AEW. I do. There's I like some of the stars that are on there. I like them. I love them. I think that they have a great roster of superstars. But they cannot compete with WWE like that. They're trying to have a show on 3 days out the week to match up with WWE 4 days out the week. Which WWE has what? 1, 2, 3. 3 shows as well as AEW. 3 shows. It's gonna be tough. It'll be tough to compete with that. Just imagine if WWE would have one live show on Thursdays. Impact Wrestling would be blown out the water. AEW would have to figure out, man, what can we do to do this? What can we do against them? It's hard. But until then, they're not going to beat them. WCW was close to beating WWE, but they did not have the know-how to keep competing with Vince McMahon. And that's why Vince McMahon owns WCW right now. That's why you don't see WCW but only on documentaries and tapes. You don't see WCW getting a one-night stand like ECW did. And I probably know why that's not happening, because most of them are over 50 now and they probably can't wrestle. But I'm telling you, WWE has gotten AEW. AEW, they're doing smart by marketing video games and all that. That's cool. WWE's doing the same thing. But you have to think about where your future is going to lie. Because now the competition is thick. If you don't like it one place, you can go to the other place. And everybody's asking me about Edge. And I don't know what Edge is going to do. Did I hear a story about WWE gave him a contract? He asked for something in a contract and they refused to do it and he didn't sign it? Yes, I did hear that. Yes, I heard that. I also heard that he could possibly be going to AEW as Adam Copeland. My deal is this, and I'm going to have another day for this about Edge. Why would you want to go there? You want to go there just to be down with Christian? You want to go down there and rekindle your feud with the Hardys? That's the only thing I see. And by the way, before I close, Jeff and Matt Hardy deserves better in AEW. They do not deserve to be buried. They were buried last night. I felt bad for them. I like to see the Hardys once again contend for the AEW Tag Team Championship. I want to see them go up against the Tag Team Champions. I want to see it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, God bless. Have a good day. I'll catch up with you later.